Ladies and gentlemen, very beautiful Friday. Today is the big day because we are going to start. Jubilee and ODM are starting off their NDCs today, an event that is going to end up to until Sunday. Of course, we will do some analysis on that. Is there a possibility that Peter Munya secretly resigned from the cabinet, but Uhuru Kenyatta decided to keep it secret? And he'll then go to the public and say that he didn't resign, but maybe he resigned. What do you think? Because yesterday, there were two NDCs, National Delegates Conference. United, Jirongo's party, I think it's called United Democratic Party, UDP, then Party of National Unity, PNU, were holding their respective NDCs. And these NDCs, unlike the one for PNU, and unlike the one for Jirongo, the PNU NDC was very specific, and there is a tone, an undertone that emerged there, that they endorsed Peter Munya to be Raila Odinga's running mate. Someone might argue that they did not rally him as to seek for presidency because he's in Azimio la Umoja, and Azimio la Umoja already the president is the presidential candidate is Raila Odinga. But then, where will they specifically on this issue of Raila Odinga's of Peter Munya being Raila Odinga's running mate? Because there is the question. I think when I saw that, and I saw it was actually captured in some tabloids here, it kept me wondering, how would delegates front Peter Munya to be Raila Odinga's running mate, knowing very well that he did not resign in cabinet, so he was not going to seek an elective seat? That is a question that we are actually working. So, will you think Peter Munya is Uhuru's secret card on Raila Odinga's running mate? Very interesting political scenarios. Before we dive deep into that, let's get to understand who is Peter Munya. Peter Munya vied for Tigania East parliamentary seat in 2002, and he won. And between 2002 and 2007, he also served as a minister. I think he served as assistant minister in the Ministry of Internal Security and Provincial Administration. Then after that, he again won in 2007, defended that seat, the Tigania East, and he was appointed Minister of East African Community. That is between 2007 to 2013. Then in 2013, he vied for the Meru gubernatorial seat and won against Kilemi Muiria, if you remember then. So he floored Kilemi Muiria and was the first governor of Meru. Actually, as a governor, he is credited for establishing the fastest and the best fire extinguisher project, coming second to Mombasa, that was led by Hassan Joho. After Mombasa, Meru was number 2. So that went, but then when it came to 2017, he vied against Jubilee's candidate, and Jubilee's candidate was the former senator, that is Kiraitu Murungi, and he gave Kiraitu Murungi a run for his money because Kiraitu Murungi got 281,000, and Peter Munya became distant second with 221. I think for the governor's race, that was really a good fodder for him to protest in the courts that, of course, his election was not set well. And one of the things that I even later came to understand is he even blamed the Jubilee that during the nominations, things did not go well. He actually said that. Now, guys, that is Peter Munya. But in 2017, something interesting happened, and Peter Munya really tricked President Uhuru Kenyatta. And that is why I want to say that I think he should not be underrated. After Munya won the seat, after Kiraitu Murungi won the seat in Meru, Munya went, I think after 1 week, he went and then was associating with Raila Odinga's NASA team. So that really sent some panic to Uhuru Kenyatta. And people are asking, why was why did that really bring a worry? Because Uhuru called him in State House and he met the Jubilee leadership, and that is how he was actually appointed in the cabinet, Minister of Trading and Industrialization. No, he went first to the Ministry of East African Community and Northern Corridor, and he was appointed there. Then from there he went to Trade and Industrialization. Then let's say in 2020 January, he replaced Mwangi Kiunjuri in the Ministry of Agriculture. So that is how his politics has been. And you cannot underrate him, because if he was an underrated fella, then President Uhuru Kenyatta wouldn't have minded even to bring him back in cabinet after he lost the governor seat and then was associating with the NASA team. So what do you think, guys? Huh? Is he Uhuru Kenyatta's secret card? But then he resigned secretly, and that was not made. Maybe just sent the resignation letter. It is lying somewhere. In the public, he said he will not maybe resign by the designated date. Then waiting for the bombshell. Let's look at it. Now, I think this pronouncement first, it has a meaning. But let us try to confine this to Central Kenya, because in my own understanding, the next battlefront at Azimio la Umoja is the Runningmate slot. Now, there are three candidates. The three candidates, and they are coming in the fold with different camps. Before we look at that, if you haven't subscribed, kindly take a second and subscribe. Also click the notification bell so that when we publish a video, you'll be notified. There are three camps that are deciding who is going to be Raila Odinga's running mate. There is Raila Odinga camp. This is Raila Odinga and his lieutenants. Uhuru Kenyatta is also having an interest, is also having a stake. Then the Mount Kenya Foundation. So let's narrow down to three potential Raila Odinga's running mate from Central Kenya. As of now, it's Peter Kenneth. Now Peter Munya is in the fold. And let's also pick their Martha Karua. I think the first video I did on Raila Odinga's running mate issue, I pointed out that Raila Odinga was fronting Martha Karua. So Raila team and maybe a host of his advisors is fronting Martha Karua. But then the deep state and some other elements feel like he's a rigid person, he's less manipulated, and they don't front him. And I think even Martha Karua is in record saying, let the presidential candidates be given the freedom to choose their running mates. She was saying that specifically because she knew the Raila was behind her. And this was leaked by Boniface Mwangi. Then, the deep state, or rather let's say the Mount Kenya Foundation, might be behind the Muranga politician Peter Kenneth. And Peter Kenneth has been around Raila Odinga and is also from Jubilee Party. But then, pundits have argued that Peter Kenneth is more of a very low, a very calm politician. He cannot really bring the vigor that's needed in a presidential campaign. That is something that has been argued out. Then he's been out of politics for long. But again, you know, most of these tycoons we are made to understand that they come from Muranga. So they want the power to be concentrated around their country, around their county. So that is also one element. Now, Peter Munya is only emerging as President Uhuru Kenyatta's card. And I think if Uhuru Kenyatta is to choose, or rather to put up, then Uhuru Kenyatta might be going for Peter Kenneth. That's a possibility. Guys, what do you think? So let's look at why Peter Munya. What do you think? Which are some of the grounds that will favor Peter Munya to be Raila Odinga's running mate? In my own, I have my 5 grounds that I think might inform a possibility of Peter Munya being picked to be deputy Raila Odinga. My first point is the politics of Mount Kenya East and Mount Kenya West. Peter Munya comes from Meru, and for long, the Meru, Tharaka Nithi and Embu have actually been feeling like they've been sidelined and they've just been following the direction that they're given by the Mount Kenya East. But Mount Kenya East is the Muranga, Kiambu, Nyeri, and the others. So they might fail. Uhuru might actually pull this card and say, look here, the president Uhuru Kenyatta was coming from Kiambu, Mwai Kibaki, Jomo Kenyatta, all that. They've been from this other side. Let's go and give back the other end. Now, this will be a very lucrative deal to push the Meru, Tarakaniti, and the Embu community to vote for Raila Odinga. And let me tell you, this is going to uproot completely William Ruto from Meru and Tarakaniti. These fellas are going to converge around Peter Munya, because for the first time they were getting one of their own to be pushed in the executive. But then that might also have another, that's also very precarious, because it must be done in a manner that it does not bring divisions in terms of these regions. Because if it is divided, that okay, fine, the Meru, Tarakaniti, and Embu vote for Munya, then this other side vote for the other person, it doesn't sell. But then I think one thing I know is that William Ruto cannot run the narrative of they've given Meru, so let's give these other people, because he has also prevailed upon Kithure Kindiki not to vie for an elected seat to come to the national politics. So it might work really well for Peter Munya if Uhuru Kenyatta takes that one to that level. Then Peter Munya is formidable, is strong, and have a very strong charisma to face William Ruto. The biggest Raila Odinga's competitor here is William Ruto, and now the attack fronts have only been the Sky team of Joho and Hassan Joho, perhaps Babu Wino and the other team, Junet and Ledema Lokina. But I think if you get a deputy president in the charisma of Peter Munya, then you've got a match to someone who can really respond to William Ruto. And what makes him special is because he has been to the cabinet, he has worked with the deputy president. I think he will be the person who will be blowing blow by blow dossier about how William Ruto failed the Jubilee administration in the second term. That would be his role. But then someone might argue here, and the other demerit to this is because it might be seen as a fair strategy by President Uhuru Kenyatta to be in power post 2022. And of course, this is a narrative that is going to be there. So when he's talking about how William Ruto did not work, he's going to tell us when last William Ruto attended the cabinet, and he's going to rip William Ruto into two when he goes to attend rallies in Central Kenya. And I'm telling you, the Central Kenya turnout and the number that is going to vote for the Azimio will be known after Raila Odinga names his running mate. Now, 3, if you listen to Sagana, Uhuru Kenyatta singled out the agriculture CS Peter Munya and heaped praise on him. That was not by coincidence. This is because I think agriculture is the backbone of the Central Kenya economy. And they know that everything that they do must be on the benefit to the agriculture in Central Kenya. And so the Central Kenya economy agenda is very key and is a very good sellout to any other presidential candidate there. So have Mr. Peter Munya's agriculture CS and delivered as to what they are saying, if you bring that as a running mate, then it is very easy for him to run on the success of that ministry. Just like if you do health, and Kagwe have performed well in health, despite of the other demerits, then he has a good chance of listening to the doctors listening to him. Just the same way CS Munya have performed in agriculture. So there is a high probability that he can sell the agriculture agenda that Azimio is going to do because he has successfully held that position. And I think that is going to be a good addition. Lastly, I think Peter Munya brings the new face to Raila Odinga team. He has not been in the campaign trail for long, but then if he finally joins, he's going to be someone who is going to inject new energy, and that is my perception. 3, the competence in service delivery. The reason why he was being taken to the East African community is because he had held that docket back in the Grand Coalition government. And so these fellas knew that, of course, this is someone who can also deliver. And even as a governor, things did not work out, but I mentioned that they had some elements of success. So for me, those are the 3 grounds, those are the 5 grounds that might inform Peter Munya to be fronted at Raila Odinga's Runningmate. Guys, I don't know what you think. My own punchline here is he might be a secret card that Uhuru Kenyatta is having. Maybe he just resigned, then was told go to the media, tell them you're not resigning. Because if he would have resigned and not go to vie for the Meru governor seat, it would have been very clear indication that he is the running mate. Then the other competitors will now start trading guns against his position. So guys, that's what I think.